Activities at Washburn Rural High School are designed with the primary goal of benefiting our student participants. The purpose of these programs is to provide a positive and enriching learning experience while offering opportunities for personal growth and development for all involved. As the Kansas State High School Activities Association member school, we are committed to upholding the values of sportsmanship and integrity throughout every competition. Respect and clean competition. Let's work together to ensure that all involved experience a contest characterized by good sportsmanship and a high standard of fair and wholesome competition. We wish the best of luck to both teams and thank everyone for your positive contributions to making this a memorable and respectful event. medicine and their doctors and trainers for providing excellent medical coverage at our events. We would particularly like to thank Mr. Dustin Sweet, licensed athletic trainer, for giving our coaches and our athletes the very best medical attention throughout the year. Request that you each take a moment to identify the emergency exit closest to you. We've checked the exits and other emergency equipment in the building and verified that they are operable in case of an emergency. Before we introduce the starting lineups for tonight, we would first like to introduce the Blue Crew, who will be helping our officials this evening, representing Farley Elementary School here in the district. First, we have Miss Macy Mulford, Kendall Main, and Lucy Friedendahl. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Topeka High, the Trojans. Number 0, a 5'8" senior, Trish Short. For your Lady Blues, number 2, a 5'3" junior, Brooklyn Rutherford. Starting for the Trojans from Topeka High, number 12, a 5'4" senior, Kimara Marshall. For your Lady Blues, number 3, 5'9" senior, Ella Hershey. Starting for the Trojans, number 14, a 5'7" junior, Shy Rayton. For your Lady Blues, number 5, a 6'2" junior, Maddie Vickery. For the Trojans, number 40, a 5'10" sophomore, Haley Carroll. For your Lady Blues, number 10, a 5'11" senior, Hallie Walker. Rounding out the lineup for the Trojans from Topeka High, number 45, 5'11" senior, Sasha Lutrude. And for your Lady Blues, number 15, a 6' freshman, Bryn Anderson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Rural Broadcast here for Washburn Rural Basketball. I'm Peyton Goehring, always joined by color analyst Isaac Ansley. Here on this Tuesday night, Topeka High travels and faces off the Washburn Rural Junior Blues. First matchup of the night, Lady Blues coming in on the year at 15-6, hosting the 14-8 Topeka High Trojans. Isaac, what do you got in this matchup?
Well, in the first matchup, the Lady Blues just kind of got dominated. They got beat 45-26. Just kind of got dominated all around. Again, no Maddie Vickery, so expect a big performance from Maddie Vickery tonight. She had a big performance against Hayden, and hopefully that can continue and also can open up opportunities for Bryn Anderson. I do have to note that there's no Josie Colgren in this game. She is sick. So it's going to be interesting
That'll be
how
a big factor.
Borderwick uses his subs in this matchup.
It's Lady Blues and Trojans here in the Blue Haven. Tip 1 by Washburn Rural. Starting lineups first for the visitors from Topeka High. A 5'8" senior, number 0, Trish Short. Number 12, Kamara Marshall, senior. Number 14, Shy Rayton, junior. Number 40, Haley Carroll, sophomore. And number 45, Sasha Gotru, a senior. Outside, Bryn Anderson, the starters for the Lady Blues. Number 5, Maddie Vickery, junior. Number 3, Ella Hershey, a senior. Number 2, junior, Brooklyn Rutherford. Number 10, senior, Hallie Walker. And number 15, freshman, Bryn Anderson for the Lady Blues. Topeka High coming in 7-2 in league play. Washburn Rural, on the other hand, 5-3. Nice take there by Rayton. Misses it just short on the layup. And here comes Ella Hershey. Yeah, Isaac, you talked about the previous matchup on February 6th. I mean, Topeka High just dominated that game. I mean, the whole game, 4 quarters. More dominant, more physical, played better offense, shot the ball way better than the Lady Blues. see if they can get some revenge here tonight, as a layup is good there by Marshall.
Yeah, just Topeka had way better offense, better defense. They play harder, like you said. And there was just really no offense for the Lady Blues. So hopefully they can get some offense here on this possession.
Anderson on the drive, finds a cutting Walker, lays it in, and one. Hallie Walker off the feed from Bryn Anderson.
And that's a great decision by Anderson right there. Earlier in the year, she might have taken that up herself, but she's learning, and she dishes a great pass, and Hallie Walker takes it up. Great finish.
Free throw too strong. Offensive rebound, Vickery. She puts it up off the glass, no good. Here's Walker. We'll kick it out. Hershey, three-point sniper. It's good! Ella Hershey from beyond the arc. Obviously, Washburn Rural coming off a big-time win at Hayden this past Friday. It was their senior night. A lot of emotions going into that game, and the Lady Blues, they won 40-38, Isaac, but I think we both can agree they could have won that game by many more.
Oh, yes.
Rutherford throws it away, as you were saying.
Yeah, and they could have won easily, way more. They made some dumb mistakes late in that game. That press kind of got to them, but overall, they won the game, and that's all that matters. But tonight, I want to see more offense from the Lady Blues, and later on down the stretch, kind of finishing a game. Both teams are not really good at finishing a game, and I would just like to see a full four-quarter game, not giving up.
As Gotru laid that in for Topeka High. Here's Hershey, right corner, swings it over back to Rutherford. Vickery, she'll hoist a three. It's good! Nothing but net for Maddie Vickery.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Letting her get hot quick, and that's exactly what you need if you're the Lady Blues.
Pass deflected, save there by Wright. Swing over to Marshall, the point guard. Here's Marshall on the drive. Great drive, and one. What a finish. Kamara Marshall using her speed to the advantage, just getting to the rim easily. As the three-point play is converted. 8-7 Lady Blues here early, about 5:09 left in this first quarter. Hershey on the drive. Bounce pass inside Walker. She's fouled on two. Nice look by Ella Hershey.
Yeah, and the Lady Blues are getting some good passes in the paint to Walker. That's the second time. Just a really good pass there, allowing Walker to get fouled.
First free throw, Walker rattles home. And Hallie Walker goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Always a good sign there.
Indeed.
Here's Rayton, the star player for Topeka High. Pull-up jumper, Marshall. Just too short. Here's Rutherford in transition. Picked up by Short. Now Hershey, almost taken away by Marshall. Looking to feed Vickery inside. A lot of contact going on. And we have 3 seconds in the lane committed by Hallie Walker. That's going to be a turnover for the Lady Blues, something they cannot do here tonight.
Yeah, and that's just a careless turnover right there. Just got to know kind of how long you've been in there, get in and out, and just not a good turnover there.
Carroll, only the sophomore. Gives it up Marshall. Looking to drive on Rutherford. Swings it out to Rayton, top of the key. Rayton, hesitation. Thought about the three. No, got it tipped out of her hand. She regains possession, and that's going to be a foul on Rutherford. That's going to be number 2 on Brooklyn Rutherford.
That's not a good foul there. I mean, I would say a foul is never a good sign, but that one's just kind of careless again, back to back.
You just
reaching,
can't reach.
You can't reach. and full body right there when the ball's clearly not able to be stolen.
Inside, go true. I don't know if that was tipped. It was not. It'll be Washburn Rural ball.
It looked like she was trying to pass it there, but obviously to nobody. But
Smith picked up by Short. Great defense there. Here's Anderson. Crosses the front court. Now Hershey. Lady Blues by 3. Anderson. Long range 3. Wide open. It's good! Bryn Anderson from beyond the arc.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You get Maddie Vickery hot, and then she's going inside the post, letting Anderson on the arc, allowing for an easy 3.
Carroll on the drive. No call, no block or charge. You're going to let him play on. Rayton swings it out. Marshall off her hands. It'll be Washburn Rural basketball. Substitution for the Lady Blues. Allie Hinkle check in, and the legend coach Ron Slaymaker will call his first timeout of the game. We'll take a quick break here on Rural Broadcast. Bryn Anderson inbound out of the timeout. 13-7 Lady Blues lead here. Washburn Rural currently sitting at the 6th seed in the West Sub-State playoffs. Right now it is projected, I should say, as they would host the 11th seed Dodge City and then make a trip, obviously, if they would win that game, to the 3 seed Liberal. And let me tell you, Isaac, I think that's a good poll for Washburn Rural.
Yes, I agree.
As a turnover there by Topeka High.
The 4 seed Wichita East, I mean, any game's going to be hard either against Liberal or against Wichita East. But honestly, a 3 seed Liberal, traveling's the worst part. But I honestly don't think they're that great of a team against the opponents they play.
Right, Washburn Rural has seen way more better teams than that.
For sure.
And that's not a knock on Liberal, that's just the facts.
I mean, you play the Kansas City schools with all that
Olathe
talent.
South,
Yep.
I mean, just.
So it wouldn't be the worst poll to play Liberal, but I mean, you got to play who you got to play first. You got to win the first game. That's all that matters. But
Rayton on the drive, or excuse me, that was short. Rayton, her 3 ball. It's good. Nothing but net. Shy Rayton from beyond the arc. Hershey in transition. Her 3 just too strong. Fight for the ball. It'll be out of bounds. Topeka High ball. Entering for Topeka High, number 5, Onbria Wayne. Fun fact, former Washburn Rural Junior Blue. 13-10. Lady Blues here, about 1:45 left of this first quarter. Here's Carroll high post, guarded by Walker. Nice spin, left hand, finish is good.
It's a really good take and just really good footwork there.
Haley Carroll, only a sophomore. She's only going to get better for the Trojans. Anderson, double team, swings it out. Hershey, wide open 3 ball. It's good. Ella Hershey from beyond the arc.
And I love that she's taken a ton of threes early in this game. I think that's her 4th 3 attempt in this game, and I really like it by Hershey to take that many threes.
Really starting to regain her confidence in her three-point shot. We know earlier in the year, the shot really wasn't falling.
Yeah, and again, I'm telling you, at the start of the season, who cares if you keep missing threes? At the end of the season, that's when it matters.
Yeah. As a shot there by Marshall, air ball, but she's probably going to count that as an assist in her book. As a nice move there by Smith. High-scoring first quarter here. Hink gives it up, almost threw it away. Anderson the save. Guarded closely by Rayton. Smith swings it over Anderson. 20 seconds left on the game clock. Hershey, her three-pointer. No good. Did not get the friendly bounce. She already has 2 here in the first quarter. 5 seconds here. Rayton on the drive. Off the glass, no good. Fight for the ball, out of bounds. It'll stay with Topeka High. Maddie Vickery's going to check back in for the Lady Blues.
Yeah, and Peyton, already better offense from the Lady Blues from the first matchup to tonight. Just getting more opportunities with the three and just better offense moving the ball around.
At the three, that would have not counted if it would have been good. And that is the end of this first quarter. Lady Blues 16, Topeka High Trojans 14. Isaac, what do you got from this first quarter of action?
First quarter action, I mean, the Lady Blues moved the ball around, had some good offense, made some threes, shot the ball really well, some good passing in the paint. Defensively, they played pretty good. They could have played better.
Pretty solid first quarter basketball,
I would say,
as I would say. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Rural Broadcast. Second quarter coming up shortly. Second quarter underway here in the Blue Haven. Lady Blues 16, Lady Trojans 14. As a zone defense here presented by the Trojans. Vickery turnaround jumper is good.
And that's just an easy zone break right there. It was a 2-3 zone, and Maddie Vickery just flashed right in the heart of that zone, and easy zone beater.
Shot here, Rayton barely draws iron. A nice save there by Carroll, swings it in, go true. Now Marshall fouled on the shot. That foul was on Allie Hink, her first of the night. Coach Kevin Bordewick does not agree with the call. As first free throw there by Marshall. Seems some confusion going on between the bench and Maddie Vickery. Second free throw missed by Marshall, former Centennial League newcomer of the year. Anderson gives it up, Hink. 3 freshmen in the game for Washburn Rural. Anderson, her corner three, it's good. Rattles in for Brent Anderson.
And I got to tell you, Topeka High's got to get out of this 2-3 zone. It's just Maddie Vickery and Brent Anderson just beat it back-to-back possessions. I mean, Maddie Vickery first possession and back-to-back threes.
I don't mind the zone look, Isaac. It's just you got to close out better. The closeouts are very lazy.
And it's too easy. I mean, pass in the heart of the zone and then an outlet pass to the three.
A rebound there by Carroll right on cue there. If you want to win this game, obviously, if you're Washburn Rural, you have to be more physical and tough on the rebounding. Three-point attempt, Hink, no good. Not a three-point specialist.
Yeah, and to add on to your point, Peyton, yeah, you got to get boards, you got to get rebounds, and the Lady Blues are not doing that so far tonight.
Here's Rayton outside, guarded by Hershey. Tried the baseball pass across the floor, won't go. Here comes Hink. Hink is fouled hard by Short. Allie Walker to check back in for the Lady Blues. Taller lineup for Washburn Rural. Vickery, turnaround three. Front rim. That won't go. 21-17 Lady Blues lead.
I didn't mind that look, though. It was a good look. Just didn't fall.
Here's Rayton outside. Gives it up to Carroll. Now Marshall. Pull-up jumper. In and out. Rebound falls into the hands of Vickery. And nice box out there by Hallie Walker. That drew an over-the-back foul on number 45, Sasha Gotru. That is her third personal foul. And it appears no sub yet, but Sophia Brown is at the scorer's table. Hershey on the drive, floater with the right hand. Wow, what a shot from Ella Hershey. High arcer.
Yeah,
they all count the same.
Yeah, that was really high, but really good take there by Hershey.
Here's Rayton outside. Really have not said her name much tonight as we did. Well, obviously we were not on the broadcast call at the dungeon, but she was a huge, huge aspect in that game. Nice head fake there by Carroll, lays it in with the right hand.
Yeah, and you just can't leave your feet there if you're Vickery. You had position, just once you leave your feet, you're dead. And that's exactly what happened.
Anderson thought about the pull-up, swings it over Smith. One more to Hershey. Now back to Smith. Hallie Walker trying to get it inside, but good defense there by Gotru to prevent that. 13 seconds on the shot clock here for the Lady Blues. Anderson swings it over. Hershey inside Vickery. Turnaround jumper, highly contested. That won't go. Walker the save, and they're going to have to chuck it up. Hershey, wide open three. No, way off. Doesn't even draw iron. And a nice defensive possession there from Topeka High.
Yeah, and that possession I just didn't like. The spacing from the Lady Blues just wasn't there. There was a lot of people in close proximity of each other. Just not really good offensive movement there from the Lady Blues.
23-19 Lady Blues, 4:18 left of this first half. Carroll lost it out of bounds. It'll stay with Topeka High as it was tipped by Vickery. Rayton outside. On the drive, right-hand floater, rims out, rebounded by Walker. Here come the Lady Blues. Anderson outside, as I should say, guarded closely by Rayton, now Vickery. As a jump ball here, possession arrow favors Topeka High. Man, Coach Kevin Bordewick, I understand his frustration. That was a hold. You could see it from here, Isaac. I mean, yeah. Carroll had a hold of the arm of Brent Anderson, and nothing was called.
Yeah, I mean, all the way to, down the court, I felt like Anderson was getting held, and then when you had the entry pass to Maddie Vickery, she was getting held too.
Carroll inside. Loose ball. That's going to be, no, not a jump ball. Sophia Brown is fouled on her shot. Loose balls, Topeka High is winning every single one right now. I don't mind the refs having, this game be physical and let them play, but you got to call it both ways, as first free throw by Brown will not fall. Checking back in for Topeka High, number 2, Amari Triplett, 5-foot senior. Second one, Brown, no good, short. And loose ball, finally picked up by Walker. Here's Hink outside. Gives it up, Vickery. Cross-court pass, Anderson thought about the three, got Marshall jumping in the air. Anderson on the drive. Turnaround jumper is good. Bryn Anderson.
And I love that take and shot. She had the mismatch and size advantage and height advantage and just put it in. Great shot.
Carroll outside, high post, guarded by Vickery. She's going to hoist a three ball. Way off. Nice box out by Walker. That's not her strong suit. Haley Carroll, three-point shooting. It's Hershey in transition.
And that's exactly what the Lady Blues want, just force threes from this Topeka High team.
Hink outside. Swings it over Hershey. Vickery guarded by the smaller Marshall. She'll look to drive, use that size advantage. Now Walker on the drive. Her right-hand layup won't go. Fight for the ball. Rayton's got it for the Trojans. 2:10 left of this first half. Lady Blues by 6. Rayton off the screen. Her three ball. Air ball out of bounds. Washburn Rural takes possession. Checking back in for Washburn Rural number 1, Cam Smith. Bryn Anderson, top of the key. Looking to drive, swings it out, Hink. Outside Anderson. Not a lot of moving going on for this Washburn Rural offense.
Yeah, a lot of standing around, just no source of offense right now.
Smith. Nice little give and go. Now Hershey, her three-pointer, no good. Not good offense there by the Lady Blues, Isaac.
No, but good shot for the three to get even a look.
As a foul and one. Carroll, nice drive on the right-hand side. She laid it up and was fouled by Allie Hink. Checking back in for Topeka High, number 0, Trish Short. That was Allison Hink's second personal foul. Something to watch as free throw no good, but no one went to grab the ball for the Lady Blues, and Carroll will take it in for 2.
And that's a bad two for one, I would say, that the Lady Blues just couldn't afford right there.
Here's Anderson on the drive. All the way, left-hand finish is good. Rayton lost her shoe. I think we're kind of seeing, Josie Carlgren obviously very good on the defensive side of the ball. As a foul there. But back to my point, I think if Josie Carlgren's back in this game or playing tonight, Washburn Rural probably is doing a much better job defensively.
Oh, 100%. Josie Carlgren guards their best player, which is 14. And
Rayton, yep,
yeah,
at
Rayton.
The free throw line. First one is good.
And Carlgren would have shut her down, I believe. Not that Hershey's doing a bad job or any of the other defenders, but just
her presence definitely is a big factor
just
as well.
Elite defender, and not only that, but she's a leader. She talks on defense. She kind of gets everybody else in the right spot.
Checking back in for Washburn Rural is Vickery, and also checking in for the first time tonight, number 33, Kaylin Peterson. Anderson kicks it out. Here's Peterson. And she throws it away. And that's going to be out of bounds. Washburn Rural turns it over. Topeka High will take possession with 28.9 seconds. And Hink's going to check right back in and get Peterson.
Yeah, not a great pass there from Peterson. Just she kind
Careless
of got
with the basketball.
Kind of got caught in the corner a little bit. No one really came over to help, but she did have the outlet to Anderson, and it's just careless turnovers.
Kind of an unwritten rule in basketball. If you pick up your dribble, you never do it in the corner. It is the worst spot to do it. And that's what kind of happened there for Peterson. See if Topeka High holds for the last shot here. They trail by 2. They won the first matchup, like we said earlier in the broadcast, 45-26. Much better performance here from Washburn Rural. Here's 8 seconds left. Rayton guarded by Hershey. 5 seconds. Rayton on the drive. Pull-up jumper, high arcer. Not even close, and they're going to call Hink for a travel, but that is the end of this first half. Washburn Rural 27, Topeka High 25. Kind of a higher scoring, not much defense, a lot of fouls going on here, Isaac, but if you're Washburn Rural, I'd be pretty pleased with their performance so far in the first half.
Yeah, I would agree. The only thing I would say is Washburn Rural has kind of dominated this game, and they're still only up 2, but to be up at halftime is good. Can always improve. I think they got to figure some stuff out defensively, but other than that, really good first half from the Lady Blues.
I would agree. Second half coming up shortly here on Rural Broadcast.
between games this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we will be introducing our seniors from the
Second half just to be about underway here in the Blue Haven. Washburn Rural leads Topeka High 27-25 in the first matchup of the night. Kind of a sloppy, a lot of fouls in the first half. But Washburn Rural still leads 27-25, as I think obviously we talked about it before. They should be pleased about. I mean, they lost the first matchup, Isaac, by 19 points, and now you have a lead.
Yeah, ton of more offense here tonight from the Lady Blues, hitting shots, hitting threes.
Outside Walker. Now back to Anderson. Thought about the three. Step back. Got her defender jumping. Hershey's three. In and out. Caught it on the jump. Nice look there from Hershey. Here comes Topeka High. Rayton on the drive. Blocked by Vickery, and she saves it. Here comes Vickery. Coast to coast, gives it up Anderson in transition. Finds a relocating Vickery. She'll take it all the way. No call.
Yeah, but
floater won't go. A lot of contact on that drive.
Yeah, letting them play though, but what a block by Vickery right there. Saving 2 points for the Lady Blues.
Rayton receives it from Carroll. Rayton all the way. That's terrible defense from the Lady Blues, and we are all tied at 27.
Yeah, and Peyton, we talked about it earlier. Just
as Anderson's three, it's good. Nothing but net. Right back to your point, Isaac.
And you can just see the missing presence of Joycey Colgren, who would be guarding Raider. Would be guarding Raider, but someone on the Lady Blues needs to step up and guard her, because she is quick off the ball. I will say that. Quick off the dribble.
Well, there's really not. I mean, obviously we're up here in the broadcast booth, but I don't hear any talking on ball screens or, away screens, but what do we know? Anderson, wide open three ball in the corner. It's good. Bryn Anderson, nothing but net. Here come the Lady Blues.
And that's just great.
16 points, I must add, for Bryn Anderson in this matchup.
And that's what I'm talking about. The first game, she was kind of shut down, but then again, there was no Maddie Vickery in that game, and she was the star at the time. So she was getting doubled. She was the person to watch. But in this game, it's all Maddie Vickery. So Anderson gets kind of thrown into the shadows, but here she is tonight saying, hey, I'm just as talented as Maddie Vickery with 16 points.
Here's Rayton, gives it up. Go True. What a pass by Rayton, and Go True, high off the glass, lays it in.
And that was a great pass there.
Here's Vickery, guarded by Carroll, gives it up Anderson. Step back. Oh, she thought about it. Now Vickery, wide open three in the corner. It's good. Maddie Vickery from the right corner. If I'm Topeka High, I would not leave those two wide open like they are doing.
No, and Peyton, we talked about.
As a timeout called by Coach Slaymaker, as you were saying.
We talked about it. Maddie Vickery's got to get hot. Bryn Anderson's got to get hot. And realistically, those two alone is really all you need. I mean, yes, you need a full team. Yes, you need everybody contributing. But from a aspect, just them two pick and rolling and their ability allows them to shoot the three, drive, and then them two getting hot allows for Hershey to get in the corner, shoot threes, allowing her to get hot, and just expands the offense, expands the offense ability from other people when they get hot. And we're seeing that right now from the Lady Blues. And we saw that kind of Friday against Hayden when Vickery was back.
Right. It was a low-scoring game, we must add, but Washburn Rural still, I mean, like we said, they could have scored more points, but kind of laid off the gas there in the fourth quarter. It's 36-29 right now here in the Blue Haven, just under 5 minutes left of this third quarter. What a win it would be for the Lady Blues. That would kick them to 16-6 overall and 6-3 in conference play.
Yeah, but usually the Lady Blues start off their second and third quarters really strong. It's that fourth quarter for them that they, like you said, they let off the gas. Right now, if it keeps going like this, they will have Topeka High right on the throat. But it's if they can finish a game in the fourth quarter.
Marshall outside. Carroll finds an open Umbria Wayne. Her floater won't go off the glass. Out of bounds. Washburn Rural will take possession.
And that was great defense there by Brittany Anderson. Kind of
good contest, I must add. Here's Rutherford, now Vickery. Anderson, step back three, wide open. No good this time. She really wanted that one. That was a long range.
Yeah, and you could kind of tell that one was a little off. She tried to readjust her feet.
Marshall pull-up jumper is good.
And that's Marshall's spot right there. Just a little pull-up from the free throw line, just butter.
Vickery inside, turnaround jumper, no good. That's a nice move, but could not get the shot to fall. Lady Blues by 5 here. Here's Marshall. Now Carroll. Inside Goetru. Goetru turnaround jumper, no. Carroll the offensive rebound knocked out of her hand by Vickery. It'll stay with Topeka High.
That was really good defense there by Walker, though. Getting Gertrude kind of fading away on her shot. Not an easy shot there, so good defense.
Inside Carroll, turn around, gives it up Wayne. Her shot, just short. Carroll, another offensive rebound. This time the layup is good off the glass on the right-hand side. Washburn Rural's got to be more physical and get a body on Haley Carroll, as she has grabbed almost about 10 offensive rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, she's just killing the Lady Blues on the glass.
Vickery, catch and shoot three won't go. Ball was tipped and stolen away from Walker. Walker gives it up. Vickery in transition, fouled hard, and she's going to go to the free throw line and shoot two. That foul is going to be called on number 12, Marshall. First foul for Kamara Marshall in this matchup.
It's really good hands there by Walker there to kind of get a loose ball and then keeping her eyes up.
Got to catch Goetru off guard. First free throw is good for Vickery. Be interesting to see as senior night approaches Friday night, as Josie Carlgren hopefully can return by then. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Vickery. It is 38-33 now. And Cam Smith will check back in for Washburn Rural. 3:17 left of this third quarter. Goetru outside. Inside Carroll. Nice defense by Anderson. Better offense by Carroll.
And that's just a little size advantage right there. Not bad defense, just.
Almost a steal there by Rayton, top of the key, Anderson. Nice defense here by Topeka High. Hallie Walker, her pull-up jumper is good. How about Hallie Walker? Pull-up jumper just inside the paint. Here's Rayton on the drive. Swings it out. Ball was tipped by Smith. Almost a turnover. It'll stay with Topeka High. Coming up on our next matchup of the night, the 11-9 Washburn Rural Junior Blues host the Topeka High Trojans. Obviously, Topeka High taking the first matchup 68-67. Let me tell you, Isaac, that game was frustrating, obviously. If you're Washburn Rural, has a nice jumper there by Marshall. Washburn Rural led as many as 10 points in the fourth quarter and just could not finish. And Topeka High came back and won that game. Obviously, we were both there. Just very frustrating, to say the least.
It's frustrating. I mean, time and time again, just the Junior Blues cannot.
Nice find there. Smith to Hershey for the wide open three. Ella Hershey.
And I love that she's shooting a lot of threes in this game, which is really good sign for the Lady Blues. If Hershey's shooting a lot, that's a good sign for the Lady Blues.
Rayton fouled on the arm, going up for two. She'll go to the free throw line.
But Peyton, back to the point about the boys, just kind of a bad loss, up by 10 in the fourth, losing the lead, and then
just defensive breakdowns really got them. I mean, they went to a 2-on-2 zone, and Topeka High just found their shooters. Elijah Guest, one of them. They knocked them down, and Washburn Rural just did not have an answer on the offensive side of the ball, and they dropped that game. And, of course, Washburn Rural coming off a loss this past Friday against conference rival Hayden. Had not lost to Hayden since 2018.
And I believe, Peyton, that our class, the seniors, hadn't lost to Hayden in basketball all throughout their 4 years until that night.
Ever.
But
as a hard foul committed there by Carroll. And
but back to the boys, Peyton, just for one last thing. John Hoytel was not playing that game.
Yes, that was a big factor.
That was the week he was injured, but he's back tonight, so hopefully he can make an impact.
As Rutherford on the drive gives it up, Hershey had an open three, didn't take it. And of course, Simon Rowley not playing tonight. Still no timetable on his return, but it's not, you know, nothing's official. But right now, I think he might be out for the rest of the regular season.
Yeah, I was talking to John the other day, and he said that it's possibly he could return. So it will be interesting to see that factoring in, and just with a couple games left. But
I mean, he's your best player, obviously, and he did say, I mean, he's a great captain. He's a great team leader. He did tell me, though, earlier in the week that as Marshall buries a three, we got ourselves a ball game here, folks. Back to the point of Simon Rowley, he did say, I mean, if he's playing injured, he's a liability to the team, and he does not want that. So you love the leadership there. So if he's going to play, he's going to be healthy, and he's going to be to the point where he's helping his team, not hurting.
Yeah.
As a foul there.
And
on the drive.
And you got depth on the bench. Dom Nims has playing really good. You got Bradley, who's been playing good, who's elevated his game. And you got depth on the bench, which is a veteran move, you said.
Anderson, wide open three, short. As we were saying, yeah, and also to add, I still want to see more of Drayden Chintrin.
Yes.
Arguably, in our opinion, the best defender on this team. He got the start last game.
And he defended pretty well. I mean, when he was in the game, they weren't scoring. So we'll see as that game comes along, the defense of him, if he starts, when he comes in. But
could be interesting to see for sure. Anderson on the drive. Reverse layup almost falls. Free throws coming for Brent Anderson. 15.7 seconds remain here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that was a really good take. With her left, she saw that defender was playing her right, took it on the left, crossed back over to her right side, got fouled, but just couldn't finish.
First free throw by Anderson is good. Something to add, Topeka High actually did play last night, if you were wondering. They beat Topeka West at home, 74-35. In and out on the second, fight for the rebound. Marshall's got it for the Trojans.
Yeah, and Topeka West girls team isn't the greatest, but their boys team is really good, so be interesting to see.
Free throw, layup won't fall there. Fight for the ball, Carroll. Third try, no. At the buzzer, Brown had it, did not put it in. Back to your point about Topeka West, yeah, we know the history there for the girls' side. Basketball is one of the best in the whole state of Kansas.
Yeah, it gets hectic wherever you are. Obviously a 501, a league matchup between two Topeka schools that don't really like each other. So it's always a good rivalry seeing those games in the city. You always love seeing those games in the city, but so.
And of course, a former Centennial League matchup there, as that is the end of the third quarter, 44-42. We'll take a quick break here on Roll Broadcast. Fourth quarter coming up shortly. Start of the fourth quarter here. Topeka High basketball, 44-42, Lady Blues lead. Big time game here on this Tuesday night. Rayton on the drive, gives it up. Marshall, her three-pointer, no good. Fight for the rebound. Vickery's got it for the Lady Blues. And here she's going to push. Gives it up Anderson, transition. Vickery, now Rutherford, her three-pointer, it's good! Brooklyn Rutherford, a huge three-pointer. Not her strong suit, we must add. But when she's open, she will shoot it, and she hits a big one there.
Yeah, and that's great ball movement there. Vickery to Anderson, back to Vickery.
Inside Brown, that was too easy for Sophia Brown on Hallie Walker. That's just got to be better on defense there.
Yeah, just kind of got to seal, just better position there from Brown.
Anderson now Vickery. A lot of reaching going in with Rayton. Her first of the night for Shy Rayton. Averaged about 20 points last year for Topeka High. Nice fake pass there by Rutherford. Anderson inside Vickery. Now back to Anderson. Topeka High staying in this zone. Hershey, long range open three. It's good! Ella Hershey from beyond the arc. Topeka High staying in the zone. Washburn Rural is going to take advantage all day and knock down open threes.
Yeah, and I love the ball movement there. Just letting everybody touch the ball, get in the zone to collapse, and just great.
As a turnover here, right on cue, Isaac here, Rutherford. In transition, she's going to slow it down. Inside, Hallie Walker, nice pass. Walker lays it in for two. Great find there by Rutherford and great positioning, I must add, for Walker.
Yep, great.
And we got a timeout by head coach Ron Slaymaker.
And that's, as you said, great seal by Hallie Walker. Great find, and just a easy two for Walker right there.
Timeout, obviously, there by Ron Slaymaker. Washburn Rural leads by 8. If I'm Topeka High, I do not stay in this zone, Isaac.
No.
You're just leaving too many wide open three-pointers for Washburn Rural.
Yeah, and one thing about a zone that is crushing is if the other team, like the Junior Blues, are in transition, it's hard to get it back into your zone. So, and especially a 2-3 zone with how well the Junior Blues have been shooting, it's just, you got to get out of it. You got to play man-to-man. Honestly, their man-to-man defense hasn't been the worst, Topeka High's. But you got to play good defense if you're the Lady Blues. Continue to find open shots and continue to move the ball. I like how they were moving the ball throughout that zone, letting everybody kind of touch it. Not a lot of dribbling, a lot of one-dribble passing. And
I would agree, yeah.
Just really good ball movement, getting the defense to move around. And somebody was bound to be open. Hershey hitting threes, really good. And let's see if the Lady Blues can continue that.
52-44, 6:21 left here in the fourth quarter. And Shy Rayton's going to inbound it to Marshall, Topeka High. See what they can do here on the offensive side of things. Carroll gives it. Gochu trying to look for positioning inside. They won't give it to her. Right in the fake pass. On the drive, gives it out Marshall. Her three-pointer is good. Nothing but net. Nice two-man action there by Rayton and Marshall.
Yeah, and that was just too much help from the Lady Blues. There's 4 girls on Raider when she passed that ball out. Just an open three.
Hershey, wide open three again. This one's too short. Here's Shy Rayton bringing him the ball, guarded by Hershey. Trying to feed Carroll, they do. Now Gotru inside, Walker guarding her, off the glass, it's good for Gotru. And right back at it is a 3-point game. Vickery, top of the key. Here's Walker, now Anderson, inside Vickery. Triple team. One more Rutherford in the corner. That's great defense there by Topeka High. Now Vickery swings it over Rutherford. Had the open three, didn't take it. And she threw it at Bryn Anderson's hip. Wasn't really expecting the pass. And she turns it over. It'll be Topeka High basketball. I would have liked to see Rutherford take that three-pointer.
Yeah, it was open. I know it's not her strong suit, but kind of just got to take it and feel it. But it is what it is. Lady Blues got to have a good defensive possession here.
Rayton outside, swings it in Carroll. Carroll, nice defense. Vickery, and they're going to call a foul. I must credit Haley Carroll really is good at drawing fouls.
Yeah,
especially on this Washburn Rural defense.
Yeah, she uses her body to her advantage by leaning in to draw that contact.
As Carroll's first free throw is good. It's a 2-point game. She can cut it to a 1-point deficit here. She does. 52-51, 4:39 left to play in this game. And they're going to call it travel. Bryn Anderson dragged the pivot foot.
That's a ticky-tacky call in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
She had her pivot foot there, and then she dribbled. I thought that should have been a no call, but.
Nice cut there by Short. And they're going to call a foul. Anderson's hands were straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. They're just going to call every ticky-tack foul.
I thought that was straight.
That's really good defense in my opinion. The hands were straight up.
That's just kind of a lack of a strong take. That was kind of a loose take, not a strong take right there. Anderson, straight up, good defense.
First free throw rolls out for Short.
I will say the Lady Blues need to have some better offense coming down the stretch.
Short second, rolls in, and we have a tie ball game here in the Blue Haven. 52 all, 4:20 left of this fourth quarter. Topeka High is going to go back to that man-to-man look. Here's Hershey.
You know, I'd like to see some two-man action with Anderson and Vickery.
I would agree. Here's Vickery inside. Turnaround jumper, a lot of contact. They're going to call a jump ball.
Oh.
Possession arrow favors Washburn Rural. Washburn Rural cannot buy a call.
Vickery looked like she was grabbing her knee there for an instant. Maybe it was just a hard contact to the floor, but.
Rutherford to inbound it, and we have a timeout called by Washburn Rural. Just before the 5-second violation, Coach Kevin Bordewick called the timeout. He is unhappy with his team right now. We're going to take a quick break here on Rural Broadcast. 52 all, 4:04 left in this one. Brooklyn Rutherford is going to inbound it for the Lady Blues here. Something to add we did not say early in the broadcast. Topeka High wins this game. They clinch the Centennial League title outright, or at least a share, I must say. Vickery outside, gives it up Rutherford. Washburn Rural, 13 made three-pointers tonight. Rutherford, she's going to take a three. It's good! Brooklyn Rutherford from beyond the arc. Make that 14 three-pointers made. Unbelievable performance.
And when you need it, you just had to have it, and Brooklyn Rutherford delivers.
What a shot in that moment. Almost a steal there by Walker. Rayton on the drive, lost it out of bounds. It's going to say Topeka High basketball. That's, I don't know. I didn't have a good angle, Isaac, but it looked like that might have been last touch by Topeka High.
Yeah.
And Cam Smith's going to check back in for Washburn Rural.
I don't know. Obviously, you said it. We can't tell from over here, but obviously, if we had replay, I'm going to guess Borderwick would have taken the replay right there.
Here's Goetru. Goetru, nice defense, Walker. Goetru gets her own rebound. What a save. She kicks it out, Rayton. Rayton on the drive. Bumped. Gives it out short. Her three-pointer too short. And that's going to be a foul going the other way. Nice box out there by Ella Hershey. Shy Rayton's second of the game. Coach Ron Slaymaker encouraging her next play as Vickery's going to check back in for Washburn Rural. And it's going to, some full court pressure here commit by Topeka High as they will lay off now. Can the Lady Blues hang on here in the Blue Haven? A lot of contact by Rayton as that is going to be her third of the game. Shy Rayton's got to be careful. Already 3 fouls. You don't want to pick up number 4 and, force Coach Ron Slaymaker sit her.
Yeah, and that's just her being aggressive there. I don't mind it, but, yeah, I agree. She's got to be careful.
Here's Hershey. And almost a steal. Walker regains it. Now Rutherford. Still got a lot of time here on the shot clock. Now Hershey gets it. Guarded closely by Short. Now Vickery with the ball, guarded by Rayton. Now Rutherford finds a cutting Anderson. Anderson lost the ball, had an open Rutherford, open for 3, didn't find her. Marshall all the way, fouled, shot won't go. She's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Yeah. Nice take there by Kamara Marshall.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Anderson go up with that. It looked like defender had kind of a hand on her arm and could have drawn a foul there, but it's what it is.
I will say, Haley Carroll, that was pretty good defense. I think maybe the hand was on the arm, but she had pretty good positioning and prevented Anderson to turn around and jump shoot that, as first free throw did not fall for Marshall.
Peyton, I would like to see more pick and roll style.
As 0 for 2 from the free throw line, but an offensive rebound by Goetru. Rayton, step back 3 is good off the roll. The friendly roll for Topeka High. We are tied at 55. 2:14 left here.
Yeah, and it's just the second chance points, getting the rebound. And
here's Anderson. Turnaround. Nice defense. Rayton kicks it out. Vickery, her three-pointer, in and out. Here comes Topeka High. Rayton, guarded by Hershey, looking to drive. She will. Swings it out. Short, her 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Marshall. Rayton, her long-range 3 is good. It won't go, but a timeout was called before the shot by head coach Ron Slaymaker. Man, Isaac, Washburn Rural really losing the offensive rebound battles right now. You just got to be more physical. If you want to win this game, we said it pregame, got to be more physical, got to rebound better. Yeah, and right now, they are getting outworked.
Yeah, and they just got to get a body on somebody. A lot of the time, shot goes up and they just aren't finding a body. They're just kind of looking at it, kind of guarding their girl and just not getting a body. And you said it, got to be more physical. And on the offensive stretch, I would like to see more pick and roll style offense. I would like to see it. Vickery or Anderson in the post, or Hallie Walker if she's in the post, and run a 4-1, 4 out, 1 inside the post, just to spread everything out, maybe get some offense in the post.
Yeah, and we see what happens. You put a body on them, they're going to call the over-the-back call, right? So it's going to be Topeka High ball, 1:43 left. We're tied at 55. See what head coach Slaymaker draws up here for his Topeka High Trojans. Marshall to inbound it to Rayton. Here we go. Topeka High, if they win, they can clinch at least a share of the Centennial League title. Carroll inside now, Goetru. Goetru's shot off the glass, it's good. Topeka High's got the lead. Here's Rutherford, picked up by Marshall. Swings it over Hershey. Hershey finds Walker. Now back to Hershey. 1:11 left of this game. Inside Vickery. Triple team. Rutherford. Her three. No good. Gotru's got the ball. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Topeka High. Nice fight there by Hallie Walker. Now that's going to give Washburn Rural the possession arrow
and that's
for the
key.
next jump ball.
Yeah, and that's key later on in the stretch of this game, but I don't mind the look.
Yeah, Rutherford had the open look, and she's been hitting them. Just this one did not fall. We're going to take a quick break, as you were saying, though, Isaac, before.
That one felt rushed. That's all I was going to say. That one just felt a little rushed, but Lady Blues got to play good defense and then get a shot off. So
I would agree. Quick break here on Rural Broadcast. (57-55) Topeka High leads here in the Blue Haven. What a matchup we have had. What a game we have had. Topeka High, this is their first lead since 2-0 in the first quarter. 1:04 left. Washburn Rural has the possession arrow favored for the next jump ball.
Yeah, got to buckle down if you're the Lady Blues defense right here. Expect 30 seconds left on the clock after this possession.
Here's Carroll, guarded by Vickery, gives it up Brayton. 43 seconds. Brayton on the drive, gives it up Gotru. Her jumper way off. Fight for the ball, out of bounds. 4 seconds remain on the shot clock. Assistant coach Alex Schmidt's telling his team, box out, see what happens. And we have a little bit of discussion here.
They're talking about if it hit the rim and as we expected, it did not hit the rim.
4 seconds remain on the shot clock. Carroll inside. On the drive, Carroll lost it. And here comes Junior Blues. Rutherford. Timeout, head coach Kevin Bordewick. You got 24 seconds. You don't need a three.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get the ball to either Brent Anderson or Maddie Vickery. My choice is Vickery.
Yeah, I agree. I don't mind that timeout, but honestly, if you're the Junior Blues and you go quick there, you had numbers that you could have gotten a quick shot off, but I don't mind the timeout setting up once you got past half court and they responded. But you got to draw up a good play. Again, only down by 2. So a 2 ties at 3 obviously takes the lead, but you just can't force anything. Got a ton of time, no shot clock. I would not wait for the last shot. You got to score.
No,
you got to score. If it's tied, it's a different story, but you're down by 2. You got to get the open look and got to find.
Yeah, and you take the best shot available. If it doesn't go in, you foul, and then you force Topeka High to make free throws to win the game.
Yeah, each team still needs to give 2 fouls before free throws. You look for Vickery, Anderson, or Hershey in this scenario.
Rutherford to inbound it. She'll give it up. Hallie Walker, 23 seconds. Now back to Rutherford, top of the key. Guarded closely by Marshall. Here's Anderson, high post. Step back, thought about it. Bounce pass inside. And a foul with 11.4 seconds remain. Just not a good decision there by Brent Anderson, the freshman. That's a force. I mean, there's about 2, maybe even 3 defenders on Vickery.
Yeah, and you had time. You don't need to force it. You could have passed it out, gave it back to Anderson, but you got to set up some full court defense here. They still got to get it in. They only have 1 timeout. And honestly, there's 11 seconds, so you have time to trap. You still have time to trap, but it's got to be a quick trap. Try to get a jump ball, and if not, foul. So,
possession arrow favors Washburn Rural, we must add. If you get a jump ball, it's going to be Lady Blues ball, but you got to foul right away if you don't get that steal or jump ball.
Best case scenario is if they catch it in the corner and you get your hands in there and get a jump ball. But you got to get a quick foul. If not, I believe after this foul, it will be shots.
Carroll to inbound it. Anderson guarding her. Gives it up. Rayton. Almost lost it. And that's okay. 9.5 seconds remain, but you probably send Topeka High's best player and best shooter at the free throw line.
Yeah, it's tough because you honestly want to try to not have her catch it, and if anybody else catches it, you foul right away, but it is what it is. She's got to make both.
First free throw is good. The next one would be the dagger.
No matter what, you got to go quick if you're the Lady Blues.
It's good. 2 for 2. Here comes Vickery. 7 seconds. Behind the back, she lost it. Rayton's got it. And that is the end of the game. What a win for Topeka High. Wow. Washburn Rural, man, they had this game and they let it slip away. Isaac, 55-59, they lose to Topeka High.
Yeah, we talk about it again. They just don't finish games down the stretch, but I honestly think a big factor is Josie Colgren not being in the game for defensively. Late in that game, they just got in the paint, got rebounds, outworked the Lady Blues. And that's a killer game, but again, it's not the worst thing. They have senior night coming up against Manhattan, which is a huge game, but this game to lose isn't the worst for seeding-wise for the West. I believe you're still going to be the 6th seed. And
yeah, it looks like the 6th seed right now is kind of locked in for Washburn Rural. But that's all we got here on the girls' side of things. Men's side of things coming up here in about 20 minutes or so. Be back shortly.
Isdro Bacon, grandmother Karen Bacon. Maddie Bauer, mother Amy Bauer, Brett Bauer, father. Tessa Chaffee, mother Lena Chaffee, and father Luke Chaffee. Reagan Chapman, mother Crystal Chapman, father Dustin Chapman. Senior Sean Davidson, mother Suzanne Davidson, father Danny Davidson. Senior Camden Dial, mother Chava Dial, father Travis Dial. Senior Kieran Dillon, parents Mike and Beth Dillon. Parker Dixon, parents Chad and Cassandra Dixon. Senior Carrie England. Parents Corey and Julie Simpson. Stella Gordon. Parents father Alex Hazard, mother Kayla Gordon. Senior Noah Hawkinson Penny. Parents Rachel and Heidi Penny, Hawkinson Penny, excuse me. Grayson Huey. Blake Kelly. Parents Sean and Bobby Holthouse. Senior Samara Jackson, Samaya Jackson. Mother Shamarish Holman. Parent Father Brandon Jackson. Braden Coles. Mother Jamie Coles. Senior Lucas Langley. Parents Kelly and Angela Langley. Michael Leonard Jr. Parents Mother Sarah Aldrine, Father Kyle Long. Senior Brecken Murphy. Parents Ronnie and Haley Murphy. Cruz Osiander. Mother Lisa Arredondo and Father Sile Osiander. Summer Phillips. Mother Margaret George and Father James Phillips. Caden Raines. Parents James and Amy Raines. Enrique Romero. Parents Lena Cannon and Father Hugo Romero. Zack Schneider. Parents Scott and Aaron Schneider. Senior Bryson Schwant. Parents Brad and Rebecca Schwant. Noah St. John. Parents David and Catherine St. John. And finally, Leah Shrunk. Mother Natasha McLean, Father Tyler Strunk. One more time, we would like to recognize all of the time spent by these students and their parents. Give them a nice round of applause. The pep band, seniors, and their parents. Junior Blues. Tonight we welcome Athletic Director Cody Miller and the Topeka High Trojans. The Trojans are coached by Mr. Robbie Sanders, and the Junior Blues by Alex Hutchins. Activities at Washburn Rural High School are designed with the primary goal of benefiting our student participants. The purpose of these programs is to provide a positive and enriching learning experience while offering opportunities for personal growth and development for all involved. As a Kansas State High School Activities Association member school, we are committed to upholding the values of sportsmanship and integrity throughout every competition. cheerleaders, and officials. Spectators play a vital role in fostering a respectful and supportive environment. Each individual is encouraged to take personal responsibility in promoting fair play, respect, and clean competition. Let's work together to ensure that all involved experience a contest characterized by good sportsmanship and a high standard of fair, wholesome competition. We wish the best of luck to both teams and thank everyone for their positive contributions to making this a memorable and respectful event. Washburn Rural would like to thank Cotton O'Neill Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their doctors and trainers, for providing excellent medical coverage at our events. We would particularly like to thank Mr. Dustin Sweet, licensed athletic trainer, for giving our coaches and our athletes the very best medical attention throughout the year. And now we would ask that you all rise and join the Junior Blue Pep Band as they honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's color guard will be commanded by Cadet Major Levi Holmes. Color guard members are Cadet Captain Satine Griffith, Cadet Master Sergeant Gage Dial, Cadet Staff Sergeant Luke Weber, Cadet Airman Eli Sturgeon. Before we announce tonight's starting lineups, we would also like to recognize our officials helpers tonight, the Blue Crew representing Farley Elementary. We have Tyson Kerr, Jace Millard, and Dean Juergens. And now for the visiting Trojans from Topeka High. Starting for Topeka High, number 1, 6'3" senior, Jalen Aldridge. For your Junior Blues, number 1, a 6'1" junior, Dominic Neal. Starting for Topeka High, number 3, 5'7" senior, Elisha Geist. Starting for the Junior Blues, number 2, 6'2" sophomore, Brooks Ballard. For the Trojans, number 4, 6'5" senior, Bryson McComas. For your Junior Blues, number 10, 6'3" senior, John Hoytel. Starting for Topeka High, number 5, 6'1" senior, Elijah Ross. Starting for your Junior Blues, number 23, 6' senior, Graydon Chinchera. And finally, rounding out the lineup for Topeka High, 6'1" senior, number 11, Octavian McFadden. And for your Junior Blues, number 32, 6'10" junior, Cooper Schmidt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Second matchup just about to be underway here in the Blue Haven Rural Broadcast. I'm Peyton Goehring, of course, joined by Isaac Ansley. Lady Blues fell to the Topeka High Trojans 55-59 in the first matchup of the night. Now on to the men's side of things. Washburn Rural coming off a loss this past Friday at Hayden, losing 49-53. And they host the Topeka High Trojans in what should be a very interesting matchup, as it was the first time. Tip 1 by Washburn Rural, and here we go. Mims on the drive, give and go to Hoytel inside. It's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow to Topeka High.
Possession arrow favors the Trojans.
Starting lineups first for the visitors from Topeka High. Number 1, a senior, Jalen Aldridge. Number 3, senior, Elijah Guest. Number 4, senior, Bryson McComas. Number 5, senior, A.J. Ross. And number 11, Octavian McFadden, also a senior. All seniors out there for the Trojans, as already.
Yep, the 2-1-2 look.
Aldridge, wide open 3 ball, no good. Fight for the rebound. Ballard's got it for the Junior Blues. Starting lineups for Washburn Rural, same as they were against Hayden Friday night. Number 1, Dom Nims, junior. Number 2, Brooks Ballard, sophomore. Number 23, senior, Drayden Chintrin. Number 10, John Hoytel, a senior. And number 32, a junior, Cooper Schmidt. Inside, Hoytel from the free throw line. Very short. John Hoytel shooting 60% from the free throw line this year. Last game against Topeka High in that loss Friday, John Hoytel, 17 points and 10 rebounds. Another double-double to add for him.
Yeah, and he played really well against Hayden. Just couldn't get it done. And again, we're seeing the 2-1-2 look already. And I don't mind it, but you got to get rebounds if you do it.
McComas outside, guarded really closely by Ballard. Here's Elijah Guest. He hit some big-time three-pointers in the first matchup of the year when Topeka High won 68-67 in the dungeon. Guest, wide open three ball. Air ball. We're going to have a full court pick up there by Topeka High as they lay off now. Obviously, like we said earlier, Washburn Rural losing 49-53 this past Friday at Hayden, losing for the first time since 2018. Just a game they should have won, Isaac. They were up 14 points at halftime, and it just slipped away.
Yeah, and I didn't like some of the decisions late in the game. They went that 2-1-2, which is fine, but when you're up 14 points in the fourth quarter, you like to go man-to-man or
apply some pressure. I mean,
yeah,
you don't need you don't need like fast break points, right?
Yeah,
obviously, you want to prevent three-point shooting, and Hayden just hit some big-time threes that caused Washburn Rural to slip away and lose that game.
They also Hayden out-rebounded the Junior Blues in that fourth quarter big time. Got a lot of second-chance points, a lot of offensive rebounds, and the Junior Blues just couldn't hit anything offensively.
As a three-pointer is good by Ross. Ross, a big-time three-point shooter for this Trojan squad. Topeka High coming in 11-11 on the year. Hoytel inside post, entry to Hoytel, using his size to his advantage. Free layup, will not fall.
And I don't mind that, but I would like to see Cooper Schmidt down.
As I would agree, as Ross takes it coast to coast and finishes for two.
I would like to see Cooper Schmidt with the height advantage inside, post up. Yeah, he's doing it now, but
I would agree. Hoytel skips it over to Nims. Inside Schmidt. Easy layup. That's too easy.
That's too easy, and it's going to continue to be easy all game if the Junior Blues pass like that and Cooper Schmidt gets the seal on the block. That's just easy offense right there that the Junior Blues should continue to do throughout this game with the size advantage.
No-look pass from Guest to McComas, and he lays it in for two. Cooper Schmidt was unreal in the matchup for the first time this year against the Trojans. He had 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Skip pass from Nims. Chintrin, his three-pointer is short. Cooper Schmidt grabs the offensive rebound. Here's Nims. Pass was tipped, and they're going to say Topeka High ball. So no tip, as Kiefer O'Connor and Zach Wright are going to check in for the first time for the Junior Blues.
It seemed like it got tipped, but Dom Nims kind of threw it right after it got tipped. I don't know. I couldn't tell from up here, but
no Simon Rowley, of course, tonight. Still no timetable on his return, but it does not appear he will be back for the regular season finale against Manhattan this Friday. 7-3 Trojans. Here's Guest. Finds in wide open McFadden. His three-pointer. No good. Offensive rebound. McComas blocked by Hoytel. Here's Aldrich. He steps into a wide open three. No good. Hoytel grabs the rebound.
That's a really good rebound by Hoytel, but again, second chance points. We talked about it earlier, what killed them against Hayden, and we're seeing it early in this game, just not boxing out, not finding a body to box out, and just.
Here's O'Connor, guarded closely by Elijah Guest. Swings it over Zach Wright. Wright will take his man, gives it up. Hoytel, easy layup. Nice play there by Zach Wright on the drive. And the easy dish to Hoytel for the easy two.
Yeah, and he's really developed as a guy who, he's not a huge scorer, but he can score, and he's really good when he's driving down the lane.
Guest, wide open three ball. It's good. Nothing but net, Elijah Guest. Hoytel on the drive, spins. And he's going to force out to Nims. Now O'Connor. Thought about the three, gives it up. Zach Wright will drive. Now O'Connor, short corner, swings it over Zach Wright. Wright on the drive. Nice take by Zach Wright with the right hand and finishes through contact.
And that was very similar to that drive he took in overtime against Emporia
to win that game. McFadden now guessed. Washburn Rural staying in the zone look. Aldridge, turnaround jumper. They're going to call a foul. Might have been a little flop. Coach Hutchins does not agree with the call. Aldridge going to the free throw line. First free throw is short. Checking in for Washburn Rural, Chinchrin Schmidt and Miles Bradley. And for Topeka High, number 15, Malachi Gamble, the 6'1 junior. Aldridge's second will fall.
Yeah.
11-7 Washburn Rural, 11-7 Topeka High, 2:28 left of this first quarter.
Yeah, and I would like to see Cooper Schmidt get big inside and.
Yeah, he's got a mismatch.
Yes.
Right? Now Bradley. And he traveled with it. Fourth Washburn Rural turnover already here in this one. And again, Isaac, you can't turn the ball over. You can't have costly mistakes like that, or you're not going to win games. You don't deserve to win games when you turn the ball over.
Exactly, and they're kind of picking up right where they left off against Hayden with turnovers and just not making shots.
Nice feed there by Ross to McCummins for the easy two.
And the Junior Blues just kind of got to get out of this zone. Topeka High is just killing them with passes with the zone. You shouldn't be able to get inside the paint with this type of zone, and they are constantly getting inside the paint.
Right, wide open three ball, in and out, rebound Kiefer O'Connor, his putback is good. Rural stay in the zone. Aldridge thought about the wide open three, didn't take it, now will drive. Here's McCummins. McCummins, and that's going to be a travel.
Really good defense there by Schmidt and Chinchrin there, just
coming over on the help side and preventing McCummins to make a move for the shot. O'Connor guarded closely by Guest, gives it up Schmidt, high post. Now O'Connor finds a cutting Chinchrin. That ball was tipped. It'll stay with Washburn Rural. Checking in for Topeka High, number 32. Davion Campbell. Campbell, the 6'1 junior, a mid-season transfer to add from Shawnee Heights. Here's Bradley outside, gives it up Chinchrin. Now back to Bradley. Ball was tipped, great defensive play there by Campbell, and Topeka High forces another turnover. McCummins, now Aldridge, spins. Take it inside, and it's going to be a foul called. And they're going to call that on Cooper Schmidt. He had all ball.
I thought it was on Wright, which I would have agreed with.
Right,
but
I think Wright was kind of late to the spot.
Yeah,
I would agree with that call.
Got the hand, but Schmidt got all ball there. I thought it should have been on Wright, but officials thought differently.
Aldridge's first free throw is good. Hoytel and Brooks Ballard to check back in for Washburn Rural.
Schmidt will depart. Ballard in for him. Chinchrin also gets a free throw. Replaced by
Something appears to be on the court. A little stoppage of play there. Aldridge, his second free throw. is good. 15-9, Topeka High leads. I would have to say, Isaac, I would have been pretty impressed by this Topeka High defense so far, causing a lot of turnovers and bringing a lot of energy. As Wright's outside on top of the key, gives it up O'Connor, almost a steal. He'll try a long-range three. That's short. Rebound McCumbus.
Yeah, to add to your point, they're just anticipating the passing lanes, being very quick on defense, not allowing anything in the paint. And Topeka High has done really everything in this first quarter right, not really turning the ball over, playing good defense, finding the right plays on offense.
Aldridge, his wide open three is good. See if Alex Hutchins will stay in this 2-1-2 zone, as that is the end of the first quarter. It is all Trojans. They lead Washburn Rural 18-9. Second quarter coming up shortly here on Rural Broadcast. Start of the second quarter here. Topeka High leads Washburn Rural 18-9. Washburn Rural just really not finding their footing there in the first quarter on the offensive side of things. Nice cut by Nims, fine by Hoytel. Layup is good.
Hey, right on cue. The Junior Blues finally found some offense. Great backdoor cut by Nims and great find by Hoytel, the quarterback. Still in this 2-1-2, Peyton.
Yeah. Topeka High checking in for the first time, number 20, Marshawn Redmond. He's with the ball here, top of the key, swings it over McCumbus. He'll take a three-pointer. It's good. Wide open.
And you got to close out better on that. You're the Junior Blues. Got to get a hand up.
Yeah, it's just as O'Connor on the drive and one. Nice play there by Chief Keith.
What a shot off the glass.
Kiefer O'Connor last game had 10 points, and that loss against Hayden also 4 assists.
Yeah, the Junior Blues didn't really shoot the ball beyond the arc from three really that well. But
Free throw is good there by O'Connor.
But Kiefer, I think, made 2 or 3 threes, key threes too. And he was one that was arguably one of the only ones that made threes that night against Hayden.
Rural to stay in the 2-1-2. Here's Guest. Pull up long two is good.
That's just a really good rhythm shot by Guest right there. Just finding his spot and nice, cool jumper.
Ballard's pull-up jumper, no good. I'm not a big fan of that shot. Kind of a force, if you will.
Yeah, in the corner with a hand in your face. I don't really like that shot. You had a ton of time on the shot clock. That was forced to me.
McFadden outside. Gives it up Guest. Guest, his pull-up jumper off the glass, in and out. Ballard looking to push for the Junior Blues. He'll take it coast to coast. What a crazy shot. That's where he just dished that to Hoytel off the bounce pass.
Yeah, we'll dish it at the quarter. Just a wild shot, kind of forced, just didn't need it.
Aldridge, his take, no good. Nice defense by Hoytel on the contest. 23-14, 5:47 left of this first half. Hoytel thought about the shot, will take it in. Fouled, and he will go to the free throw line, was grabbed on the arm. Kind of a nice job there by Hoytel to just bully his way and try to find a shot, and he did. He'll draw a foul.
Yeah, and he was getting grabbed that whole way, but was smart enough to go up with it and almost finish the play.
First free throw is good. Cooper Schmidt and Drayden Chinchon will check back in for the Junior Blues. Ja'Kai Carter to check in for Topeka High. That's number 12. As Hoytel goes 2 for 2. From the free throw line, we got a 7-point deficit here. Topeka High's been hot from beyond the arc. See if they can continue it here as Washburn Rural is going to stay in that zone. And honestly, is it the zone or is it the lazy closeouts? As three-point shot won't go there for McCummins. Hoytel grabs the rebound.
And that was a better closeout there.
Ballard on the drive, finishes through contact.
And that was a really good finish by Ballard, but back to the 2-1-2 point, and that was a better closeout there by the Junior Blues on the three. Topeka High's taken a lot of threes already in this quarter.
Yes, he'll try another one. This one's short and a better closeout again. That was Dom Nims. Hoytel got 2 defenders jumping there on the fake pass. Schmidt, now Chinchon inside Hoytel. Now Nims receives a screen from Hoytel. Schmidt trying to get position, he does. Gives it up, Chinchon, his layup is good. Nice find there by Cooper Schmidt. Really didn't have the positioning to go up for 2.
Yeah,
and he found a cutting Drayden Chinchon.
That's a really good play all the way around. Nims with a good find. Schmidt being smart, not taking that ball up, finding a cutting Chinchon. Great offense.
Guest, now McCummins. His floater, short, rebound Chinchon. Here come the Junior Blues. They got numbers. Here's Ballard, swings it over Nims. In the corner, finds Schmidt, his floater, just short. And it's going to be, we're going to call a timeout. Coach Sanders got the call before it was a jump ball. We're going to take a quick break here on Rural Broadcast. .340 to left to go. 3:50 left of this first half. Checking in for the first time for Washburn Rural, Isaac, number 3, Amir Jones, seeing his first varsity minutes in quite some time, as almost forces a steal there.
Yeah, one thing about Amir Jones is he's a really good defender, very quick.
Guest 3, he hits it again. Elijah Guest beyond the arc.
And that's just a good shot there. Not a bad closeout, but again, the 2-1-2 zones just.
That's a foul here committed by Topeka High. Foul on number 1, Jalen Aldridge, younger brother of former Highland Park Scott and Topeka basketball legend, Bo Aldridge. Obviously, Bo Aldridge playing his high school days at Highland Park and then going to Overtime Elite's Diamond Doves program and then transferring to Hutchinson Community College and now signed to East Texas A&M as Hoytel lays it in for 2. mean, I don't know, Isaac, if you came to the games when, I think you did, but I remember Bo Aldridge. I mean, he had about 5 dunks per game for Highland Park, and when they came here to Rural, we put up a great fight, but they would win. But I do remember Bo just, I mean, it was just kind of like a cockback dunk. And
those type of players are always special, especially in high school, getting the student section.
In this area, too.
Yes.
As a 3 will not fall there. Here's Jones.
We've talked about it. Topeka has a sneaky good all-around basketball programs and players that come out of.
It's got a rich tradition.
Yep.
Hoytel swings it over Dent. Here's Nims inside Schmidt. Schmidt. Loose ball falls into Hoytel's hands. His 3 ball, no good. Fight for the rebound. Schmidt's got it. Jones saves it. He'll take a 3. Amir Jones, no. Hoytel the offensive rebound. Goes up for 2 and scores.
And just the second chance, third chance, fourth chance. I don't know how many chances it is, but great rebounding by Schmidt. And
I mean, that's a great
Chitrin
fight there from Washburn Rural.
Yeah, and that's kind of how this game needs to be played from now on out. Throughout the rest of this game, needs to be scrappy.
Guess, wide open 3 again. Might want to guard him.
Yeah, you just can't leave him open, and can't leave him open in that 2-1-2 zone. I don't mind that you play zone, but you gotta get a hand on him, especially in the middle of the court where you're 2 set up.
Hoytel thought about the 3, nice fake. Gives it up Nims. Behind the back pass to Hoytel. Swings it over Chintrin inside Hoytel. Gets positioning, goes up for 2 and 1. Sean Hoytel grabbed on the arm.
And that's just a really strong.
Doing the dirty work is John Hoytel.
And that's just John being more physical, stronger than the opponent, stronger than Topeka High. Great finish. And again, Topeka High didn't see John Hoytel. John Hoytel was hurt, and so you're already seeing the impact of John Hoytel in this game.
As a mass substitution, O'Connor, Ballard, Zach Wright, and Miles Bradley will all check in.
Kind of a hockey line change, I would say, Peyton.
How about that hockey match?
Yeah.
Shout out Jack Hughes.
Yeah, what a
legend, American legend.
If you got up at 7 in the morning, you witnessed history.
Here's Guest on the drive, swings it up. Aldridge, wide open 3 ball. No good. No box out there by Brooks Ballard. Led to an offensive rebound.
Yeah, and that's just laziness from Brooks Ballard. Got to get a body on Guest to get the board. It's one of the key things. When you're running zone, you know they're going to be chucking up 3s. You got to find a body and get a rebound. That's the biggest thing Washburn Rural is struggling with this 2-1-2 zone, and that's rebounding the basketball.
Take a timeout there by Robbie Sanders to draw up something for this Trojan team. They lead by 2. 31.6 seconds remain in this first half. I think Washburn Rural's definitely starting to find their footing here in the second quarter, especially on the offensive side of the ball, driving the ball, finding cutting players and laying it up for 2. I mean, it's you're taking what the defense gives you.
And Peyton, I would say all year, at least what we've seen recently, all year that the Junior Blues have a really good second and good third quarter, but then the first they start slow, and then in the fourth they end slow. Yeah, they just
really
end slow.
Bipolar. Yep. You never know. Here's Guest, gives it up McCummins. Layup won't go. Great defense there. 15 seconds, here comes Brooks Ballard. Ballard almost loses it, finds O'Connor. Ballard, wide open 3 ball. It's good! Brooks Ballard from beyond the arc, a huge 3. Aldridge midcourt, heave, no! It is halftime. Washburn Rural leads 30-29. What a first half of action and a great second quarter from Washburn Rural.
Yeah, and what a find. Brooks Ballard realizing that he has time on the clock, he doesn't have the numbers, so he pulls it back out, finds Kiefer O'Connor, who doesn't take the 3, which is smart, gives it to John, gives it back to O'Connor, and then Brooks Ballard from beyond the arc.
I mean,
just
that's
money.
like a layup.
Yeah.
You can't leave him wide open,
Which
and that's his spot. Top
you
of the
knew
key.
he would actually make some because he was 0 for against Hayden.
He was
and
0
you know he wouldn't be 0 for 2 games in a row.
We'll take a quick break here as we're going to have some performances by the Dancin Blues, and then Brody Haas, stud standout linebacker, All-State, was nominated for the Shrine Bowl. We're going to have him on an interview coming up shortly. Stay tuned.
Each dancer has managed to maintain a high GPA while participating in numerous activities both inside and outside of the school community. Additionally, these dancers have helped the team earn numerous awards at NBA summer camps and at regional and state competitions as well. Truly, we could not be more proud of these student athletes and know that they have bright futures ahead of them. With Washburn Rural Spirit, Junior Blues Pride, here are your Dancin Blues. Since 1974, the Kansas Shrine Bowl has showcased the top high school senior football players from across the state of Kansas in an all-star game that is much more than just a game. This select fraternity of all-stars has helped raise nearly $4 million for the Shriners Children's Hospital while playing the game they love. Tonight, we have Shriners from the Topeka Arab the Shriners and Shriners Children's Patient Ambassador Donnie Bohannon to extend an official invitation to your own Brody Haas to participate in the 53rd Annual Shrine Bowl. The 2026 Kansas Shrine Bowl will be June 27th at 7 p.m. at Emporia's Welch Stadium. All proceeds from the Shrine Bowl benefit Shriners Children, a world-renowned healthcare system dedicated to improving the lives of children every day by providing compassionate, specialized pediatric care for children regardless of the family's ability to pay. This unique patient-centered care allows children to thrive while meeting their goals and reaching their full potential. To learn more, visit the Kansas Shrine Bowl website. Thank you, Shriners, and congratulations to Junior Blue Brody Haas, 2026 Kansas Shrine Bowl East All-Star.
All right, halftime interview here. We are joined by the one and only football standout linebacker, Brody Haas. Brody, first of all, thanks for joining us here on Rural Broadcast.
Of course, dude. I'm like, my bad. Of course, like, I'm real happy to be here, especially with, like, the recognition and everything. Like, it's actually, honestly, I've literally been wanting to be on this show for a little bit, so I'm glad I get the opportunity.
Right. You were nominated for the Shrine Bowl. What did that recognition mean to you personally?
Honestly, like, getting recognized for it and everything, like, it means a lot because of, like, what they stand for and all that. And, like, hearing it from the Shriners and when they were talking to me, even Damon Parker came and was like, it is probably, like, one of the coolest things you can do in Kansas. And I'm real excited to be a part of it. Right.
Looking back at your senior season, what moment are you most proud of as a linebacker and what you accomplished here at Washburn Rural?
Honestly, I think the memory that stands out the most is the Blue Valley Northwest game. Like, just overall, the entire team and everything, like, we just kind of went in and just beat the brakes off of someone. I was, like, really happy for the whole team.
What do you think separates you from other linebackers at the high school level around the state of Kansas?
I think the effort I give in and, like, my dedication to the game, honestly, like, I think speaks for itself. But I feel like I can be a good leader at moments, and honestly, it's who wants it more.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Again, congratulations, Brody. You're heading to Benedictine College. What made that the right move for you?
Honestly, what Coach Osborne and all the coaches are building up there kind of stood out to me, and I was really thankful of that and the connections Bueller has and all stuff like that.
How has your high school program prepared you for the next level of physicality and mentally?
I would say that it gets you to watch a lot of film, and looking at what they were showing me up there, I got to get used to watching a lot of film.
Right. Well, one more question here before the start of the second half. What's one goal you have going into your freshman year of college football, or just in general at Benedictine? What's one goal you have?
One goal I have is to probably put on 20 pounds of muscle.
I like that.
And potentially get some playing time by sophomore year. Just getting the coach's good graces.
Well, thank you for joining us. Brody Haas again, All-State selection and Shrine Bowl nominee here at Washburn Rural High School. Brody, thank you for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having me. Now let's go beat the brakes off T-High.
I like it.
Thank you, Brody. That was Brody Haas, the legend himself, as third quarter underway as Bryson McCummins hits a turnaround jumper. Love that message at the end of the broadcast interview.
Yeah,
it's a good message for the team, would you say?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously they're not listening to it. I would hope not, but still a good message. Good message for the student section.
Here's Nims on the drive. Gives it out Ballard. His floater, no good. Fight for the rebound. That's going to be an over-the-back call on Hoytel. We'll go the other way. 31-30 Topeka High.
And the Junior Blues are still staying in this 2-1-2.
McCummins, that's going to be blocked by Nims, but they're going to call a foul.
And that's the right call. Nims got him on the arm. Was trying to swat it from behind, and that's usually never a recipe for success.
McCummins' first free throw will fall. Bryson McCummins, former Shawnee Heights Thunderbird, transferred to Topeka High after his sophomore season. Second free throw is good as well for Bryson McCummins.
And the Junior Blues have kind of started slow in this third quarter already. Had the lead by 1 and now down by 3.
Schmidt trying to get position inside. Nice job there, Mike McCummins, to prevent that. Here's Nims. Now Schmidt, top of the key, swings it over Ballard. Chincher in the corner.
John was open there on the block, just didn't feed it to him.
Nims finds a cutting Ballard. His floater, nice touch there by Brooks Ballard. And he floats it up and in for 2.
Good offense there, good drive, and then good follow-up cut by Ballard, and easy floater.
I must add, Isaac, I think we could hear a little bit more energy from the student section tonight. Don't want to be that guy, but it is silent in here. No energy as Guest hits another 3.
Yeah, and I get it, it's a Tuesday, and it's kind of been a back-and-forth game. No really momentum for the Junior Blues, but yeah, a little more energy would be nice.
Hoytel thought about the top of the key 3. Nims on the drive. Has Hoytel. And Aldridge is going to go down with an injury, holding his hip. Hoytel, his 3 ball is good. A big time 3 for Hoytel, and Aldridge is down. Washburn Rural trails by 1, and Jalen Aldridge is down for Topeka High. Not a good scene here. We're going to take a quick break on Rural Broadcast. Good to see Jalen Aldridge walking on his own power back to the Topeka High Trojan bench as he's being helped to by athletic trainer Dustin Sweet. 36-35 Trojans, 5:36 left of this third quarter. McComas steps in, wide open 3 ball, it's good. I just don't think the 2-1-2 zone is the move, Isaac. I just don't. It's just creating too many wide open 3-point attempts for Topeka High.
Yeah, and earlier they were...
As a bad pass by Schmidt, too much heat on it.
And
that's going to be another turnover.
Hoytel had position there, just not the greatest pass, but back to the point. And yeah, the 2-1-2 zone, Topeka High has found a rhythm in their offense and how to beat it. And the Junior Blues just aren't really closing out as good.
Ross inside, blocked by Hoytel from behind. Brooks Ballard here in transition. All the way, Ballard with the right hand, it's good. Brooks Ballard coast to coast.
Defense to offense, we talk about it time and time again. Hoytel with the block, and then Brooks Ballard just going coast to coast. Smart decision, and off the glass, great finish.
Guest had it tipped from behind from Nims. Here's Ross. Relocating is McComas. His 3 is short this time. Here comes Nims in transition. Dom Nims all the way with the right hand, fouled hard. And Dom Nims will earn a trip to the charity stripe.
And good, and again, good transition basketball. Good by Ballard to get his eyes up, find a good passing to Dom Nims, and Dom Nims taking it through contact, drawing the foul.
First free throw, Nims, is good. Only shooting 58% from the charity stripe this year, as Kiefer O'Connor and Zach Wright will check back into the game. Second free throw by Nims will also go. Miles Bradley will check into the game, replacing Nims. We're tied at 39 here, about 4:11 left of this third quarter. What do you know, Isaac? Junior Blues are going to stay in the 2-1-2 zone.
And new guys out there, so maybe they can close out a little quicker.
As Guest, wide open 3. You were wrong. I don't understand
The one thing I will say is,
Well, we're not coaching, we're broadcasting,
Yes,
so
and-
we're not there. You know, we're not there every
I
day.
will-
We don't.
I will say that I don't know if the Junior Blues do go man. Topeka High is very quick off the ball. So,
Zach Wright, he had an open three. Gives it up to Miles Bradley, and he traveled with it. Zach Wright. I know he's not a big three-point shooter, but, man, you're catching that in, momentum. You have a wide-open look. I think you got to take that shot.
Yeah, or what you got to do when you see McCombs kind of coming out to block your shot is pump fake, dribble, and shoot the three. But, yeah, I agree. Should have taken the three and
Finger roll no good there by Guest.
missed opportunity there for the Junior Blues.
Here's Hoytel in transition. Now Ballard. Ballard, step back long two, just short. That's just not the best of shot. I mean, it's the worst shot in basketball, a very long two, and it's a step back.
Yeah, and
Here comes the Junior Blues, though. O'Connor. Now Wright. Ballard calling for it, too late. Here's Wright, now Hoytel. His three-pointer, top of the key, no good. Too short, fight for the rebound. O'Connor's got it for the Junior Blues. Wright, nice Euro step, left it short, out of bounds. It'll stay with Washburn Rural.
And that's a really good hustle play by Keeper O'Connor, getting that rebound.
Checking in for Topeka High, number 22, Jackson Larks. O'Connor to inbound it forward. The Junior Blues finds Ballard. The only thing I could see Washburn Rural staying in that zone, Isaac, is, quite frankly, you probably just can't guard Topeka High one-on-one. Miles Bradley's wide open three, no good. And out of bounds, that'll be Topeka High ball. Because Topeka High's really quick off the dribble, very talented. And I'm not saying we don't have the guys that can guard them, but if you're matching up one-on-one, I think Topeka High probably has the advantage on the offensive side.
They're quick, they can dribble well, and so
Get to the rim easily.
Yep, and that's why I think they are going man-to-man here. This time down the trip, though.
Topeka High by 3. Here's Guest, guarded by Bradley. Now McCummins beats right off the dribble, has a step, and he's fouled on the shot. Kind of a cheap foul there by Zach Wright, but I think he might have got him mid-air, maybe didn't even give him a landing space.
I don't know, it wasn't much. With how physical this game was, that one didn't seem to affect the shot that much. I don't know.
First free throw good by McCummins. Washburn Rural really needing this win. If you win out, there is still a chance Washburn Rural shares a piece of the Centennial League title.
Yeah, and Centennial League is just crazy this year with how many teams are good and just the win-losses in the Centennial League.
Here's Zach Wright, and finally a foul is called.
And yeah, he was giving Zach Wright the business with the arms and
Bradley
body
now
there.
Ballard. Pull-up jumper. Got it. Big shot there by Brooks Ballard off the dribble. Junior Blues trail by 2. 1:29 left of this third quarter.
Back to the 2-1-2 zone.
And that is going to be thrown way out of bounds. And, whoa, they're going to say deflection. There's no way. They're going to say deflection. That's a terrible call. I mean, from our angle, that looked like it was just a bad pass.
And you look for the...
And that's going to be thrown out of bounds. And Washburn Rural
That might be the loudest. That might be the loudest the student section has ever been tonight. Not at all throughout, but tonight that might be the loudest they've been.
Here's Wright. And a pass taken away. Wild shot, McFadden, no. Aldridge.
Peyton, it looks like
a couple
two
fans are getting
just got kicked out.
thrown out. I mean, is that referee butthurt? Get over it, pal. You're going to get heckled from the fans. Get over it. Don't get butthurt.
Yeah, referees.
That's what happens. You're a referee.
Yep.
You got to.
You signed up for it. I mean, come on.
They're going to kick out some fans that are just trying to enjoy some basketball. A three-point attempt won't go there for.
And it's not the first time we've seen a couple kicked out recently, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, we won't get into that. 16 seconds remain here.
Through all that chaos, though, the Junior Blues are only down 2. They're going to hold for the last shot, it seems like.
Schmidt outside now, Wright. Ballard off the screen, Wright with the left hand, finishes with the left hand. That is the end of the third quarter. We are all tied at 43. Fourth quarter coming up shortly. What a third quarter there by Zack Wright, offensively and defensively.
And we talk about it time and time again, just the driving ability from Zack Wright and the finish. Great job by Zack Wright there.
And that is obviously the end of third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up shortly. Start of the fourth quarter here. We got a good one. 43-43 in the Blue Haven. Nims inside Hoytel, and he lost it out of bounds. Elijah Guest, Washburn Rural staying in the 2-1-2 after they went to the man, now back in the zone. Guest, wide open three ball. This one short, falls into the hands of Schmidt.
Which I don't mind them staying in the 2-1-2 zone after going two-man. It kind of messes with Topeka High. And so far it's working in this quarter, but over time you might have to adjust if they start scoring.
Nims gives it up O'Connor. One more Chinchern in the corner, looking to drive, and he slipped. Took a hard fall. O'Connor on the drive, no. Here's Schmidt inside. Schmidt lays it up and in. All the way around. And we have We need a towel as a slippery spot as Chinchern took a hard fall. And Washburn Rural is up 2. Shout out Matthew Cutright, manager.
Yeah, but what a rebound by Cooper Schmidt. And then realizing not to kick it out, but realizing to...
You have the size advantage.
Yeah, you have the size advantage, and that's just an easy hook shot, which I hope the Junior Blues keep trying to give him looks inside. I know it's been difficult, but you got to try to keep giving him the ball.
Guest, his open 3 ball is good. 6 threes for Elijah Guest.
And most of them have been just wide open looks, no closeout.
O'Connor on the cut, loses it, and McFadden's got it. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Topeka High. (45-46) Topeka High. McCummins inside, gives it up. Ross, partially blocked by Schmidt. Great defense there by Coop Schmidt. Here comes Rule. Hoytel spinning. Hoytel with the left hand finishes. Great move there by John Hoytel.
And Peyton, I think you know what I'm about to say. Transition basketball. I say it time and time again, but that's the Junior Blues' best offense. And Brooks Ballard just running the floor, finding John Hoytel, and then John Hoytel just going to work with a beautiful spin move.
Yes, he lost it, and that's going to be a jump ball, and they're going to give a timeout. That was a travel before the timeout, in my opinion, but they're going to favor Topeka High and give Robbie Sanders another timeout.
Yeah,
but yeah, like you said, that was just great transition basketball because I don't think Topeka High, they don't want to get back, honestly.
Yeah,
they would rather play in the half court.
Yeah.
And guard us.
For how quick Topeka High are, they do lack and they are a little lazy getting back. They're quick in the half court, like you said. They want to push the ball in the half court, get the ball to their playmakers and let them drive downhill, shoot their shots. But in transition, they're late getting back, and so the Junior Blues can capitalize on that. And so
I would agree.
But
I just think on that last play, I mean, that was a travel. I mean,
yeah,
he was rolling on the ground with it, and did he really have possession?
Yeah, he didn't really, because one of those things is it's not a travel if you're dribbling while you fall down, but he was not dribbling.
Right.
He was lackluster with the ball. Didn't seem like he completely had it. So I guess that's the argument is he lost possession of the ball, but I don't know. It's ticky-tacky. It is what it is.
Very questionable call for sure. As we saw that, obviously, earlier in the year with that Blue Valley game,
yep.
Man.
The Junior Blues still have 5 timeouts, though, and Topeka High only has 2, so later on down the road of this game, that could be a key factor.
47-46, Junior Blues, 5:31 left of this game. McCummins outside, gives it up McFadden, one more to guess. 3-point sniper. Guess, he's going to get an open 3, but it won't matter. That's going to be shot clock violation. Great defense there by Washburn Rural. I don't know if Topeka High noticed it.
I was about to say that. Didn't feel like Topeka High realized that the shot clock was going off, and they were looking like they were just running their offense from 35, but that's not how it works.
How can Washburn Rural play this fourth quarter here? Right outside, rejects a screen from Schmidt, takes it in left hand, fouled, and one! Zack Wright! What a drive, what a finish. Great move, he rejected that screen, kind of caught the defender off guard and off balance, and he took it to the hole, scored it with the left hand. He's gonna go to the free throw line.
And that's so smart. He's not a guy who really dribbles with his left hand, but rejecting the screen, getting the defender on skates, and just finishing through contact. Really well done.
Free throw way off. Junior Blues up 3. Here's Guest outside, just in front of the half court. Now McComas swings over McFadden. Guest had the open three, gave it up. Now in the corner, great drive there, finishes good. Marshawn Redmond, 6-foot sophomore, his first points of the game.
Yeah, Topeka High gets it in that corner. They kind of beat the zone pretty easily.
Schmidt inside, and that's going to be a foul on McFadden. That's McFadden's third, and honestly, I think Coach Robbie Sanders did not mind that foul because no easy buckets.
Yeah.
And Cooper Schmidt had the size advantage.
Yeah, I agree with you, Peyton. I thought that was going to be just wide open, easy layup for Schmidt, but good foul there.
Ballard, wide open three, in and out. Schmidt went for the rebound. Nice fight, but it's out of bounds. It'll go to Topeka High. Brooks Ballard, a really good look. Might have been his best look of all night.
And he just hasn't had it these last couple of games, but sometimes you're going to have off nights. Sometimes you're just not going to have it for a week, but hopefully he'll get it back in a groove here come playoffs.
Aldridge outside, now McComas. There, Aldridge, loose ball, out of bounds, no. Nice save. Guest, his. Wow, what a shot from Elijah Guest. I mean, that's just kind of like a turnaround jumper, but like skyhook.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive by Guest. And
Whitesell gives it up right. Topeka High leads by one again. Junior Blues have only led by as many as 2 points this evening. Whitesell trying to get positioning. Has to force it out to Schmidt. 10 seconds. He's going to take a three ball. No good. O'Connor the tip, no good. Still a lot of time left in the shot clock. I don't know if Coach Alex Hutchins liked that three-point attempt.
I think that's only Schmidt's. I don't think Schmidt's taken double digits threes this season.
Aldridge, wide open three. It's good.
Get it across half court, call timeout.
See what Washburn Rural draws up here. Correction, calls, I should say. Wright gives it up, almost a steal. Here we go. One more, Kiefer O'Connor, he's got a wide open look, his three is good! Kiefer O'Connor from beyond the arc. Huge three, timeout, Coach Alex Hutchins. Man, that is a huge three from Kiefer O'Connor. You had 5v4 on the offensive side of things, and they took, they
took advantage of it.
Took advantage of it, and
yeah, it was smart getting it kind of in the corner, back and forth, and O'Connor, who's been kind of hot recently, just buries a three, clutch three there when you need it at the most. Only down one now. You have to have a really good defensive set for this next drive for Topeka High.
Huge possession for both teams.
Yeah, get rebounds. You got to play physical. I feel like both teams have kind of lacked a little of the physicality in this fourth quarter. And I feel like it comes down to who wants to be more physical in this game and who wants to put their bodies on the line. And if that's the Junior Blues, I expect Zach Wright, Don Whitesell, even Cooper Schmidt to dive on the floor, be an impact in the paint and impact on the boards.
53-52, Topeka High leads, 2:20 left of this fourth quarter. If you're a Washburn Rural, you have to get a hand up on Elijah Guest. That's your first priority, in my opinion.
100%.
Guy doesn't miss.
100%. He's been hot tonight, gotten great looks, and capitalized on it.
He has it here, gives it up Ross. Now Guest, his three-pointer is good. Elijah Guest, his 7th three of the night. Unbelievable performance. There's Whitesell, now Wright. You got a lot of time if you're Washburn Rural. No need to rush.
Yeah, only down 4. You're completely fine.
Whitesell, he was grabbed. Right, finds Ballard. Ballard on the drive. Gives it up right, and they're going to call a travel.
I don't believe
I don't know that's a travel. Is that a makeup call?
I think that's a pivot foot. I mean, he jump stops and he's moving his pivot foot. That's not a travel. You're still okay. Got a ton of time left on this clock, but you can't let him score here. You got to have really good defense.
I just don't understand that call, as Wright's going to foul Aldridge. Got a lot of fouls to give, though, if you're Washburn Rural. That's only your first. You need a turnover here.
You need a turnover or a shot and a rebound. You're the Junior Blues.
And they're going to foul Guest. A lot of fouls to give.
That one was pretty light, but again, a lot of fouls to give, but I don't know if they're trying to foul, but if you are, I don't really like it because it resets the shot clock and allows them to dribble it out even more.
Aldridge guarded closely by O'Connor. Guest swings it over McFadden. Now back to Guest. Inside Aldridge, almost a steal. Gives it up McCummins. McCummins on the drive, blocked by Schmidt. Great defense by Washburn Rural to get a stop. Here comes the Junior Blues. O'Connor in the corner. Now Hoytel, his three, big one. It's good! John Hoytel from beyond the arc. Timeout, Alex Hutchins. That is huge. What a huge shot from John Hoytel.
And that's exactly what you needed if you're the Junior Blues. Get it in the corner, get it right back. John Hoytel in rhythm, wide open, beautiful shot. And talk about the defense.
Yeah, great defensive
Schmidt.
stand.
Coming up, swatting the ball. Great defense there by Cooper Schmidt. Defense and offense. And now, I wouldn't foul you. Granted, you have about a 10-ish second, 8-second differential with the shot clock and game clock.
I don't foul. You don't foul. You got to play good defense. I mean,
you play good defense.
The chances
there,
of Topeka High taking up 35 seconds is slim.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
The one thing you cannot do is allow an open three.
No.
And you got to guard Elijah Guest with all your heart. Whatever you got to do, got to get a hand up. You can't let him shoot the three. You want them to drive the ball into Cooper Schmidt and let him hands up block it or just be physical down low. I wouldn't mind a little pressure here if I'm the Junior Blues too. Like a little full court pressure, which Topeka High is already anticipating. Peyton, doesn't this just feel like every boys basketball game?
It does. McCummins to inbound it. He doesn't have anybody. And a foul called. I just don't understand that call. I don't, because
it's light.
Mims was there on the spot, and McCummins just put.
He kind of ran into him. I thought it should have just been no call, just continue playing, but it is what it is.
McCummins, ball is trapped, almost went out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. Nims has got it for Washburn Rural. Inside Ballard, right back to Nims. Wow. Here we go. O'Connor, now right. And timeout, Washburn Rural, 20 seconds. Man, that's great defense.
Yeah, great defense there by the Junior Blues. You got the trap that forced the pass. Then O'Connor with a great pass to kind of one-man trap with a tough pass, and then Dom Nims just got in the passing lane. Great defense. And now you got 20 seconds.
I say you got to get the bucket as soon as possible, because if he missed a shot, you got to foul, right?
I agree.
You can't wait. You cannot wait for the last.
You can't wait, but you got to get your best shot. So if it happens that 10 seconds comes off the clock, that's fine, but you got to get your best shot. I mean, I'm looking Zach Wright.
It's got to be John Hoytel, in my opinion,
Zach
or
Wright.
Brooks Ballard off a screen.
Yep. Zach Wright also, though, he's made for this,
right.
Clutch for this. If he gets a lane to drive, I would take it if I'm him. But, yeah, got to give it to John, too, though. But
what a big win it would be for both programs. Washburn Rural they cannot afford to lose another one at home.
Yeah,
See what Coach Alex Hutchins draws up here. Maybe another option is, do you feed the big man Cooper Schmidt and have guys cut off him?
If he's open, I don't mind it because that has the possibility of getting fouled, finishing an and one, which would be huge. But just got to get the ball in, got to be smart.
And here we go. Ballard now right.
Got to go.
Right. Finds Hoytel. Here's Hoytel. 8 seconds. Nice defense here. Ballard, his three, short. No, fouled. 2.7 seconds remain.
And I don't like that shot. It's just forced. You don't need that shot. I would have liked John Hoytel to take that shot from the free throw line. He had a separation. I would have liked that shot much better, or just.
And timeout, Coach Robbie Sanders.
Got to foul right away.
I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. That is a great defensive stand there by Topeka High. Washburn Rural, I don't know what they were trying to do.
Yeah, it was.
But it did not work, and you forced a shot from Brooks Ballard.
I like the decision on trying to get it to John Hoytel on the free throw line, and he honestly had a shot, got separation from the spin, and could have taken a shot, and it looked like Schmidt was kind of had position in the paint to get a rebound, but just not a great shot. I would have liked to see if Brooks Ballard takes that shot. I would like to see him get the handoff, dribble, and then shoot, or take the handoff, dribble inside and shoot, because he had his defender on his hip, who had a good closeout, but that's when you drive and then hit a little 15-footer. But you
see what happens here.
You got to foul right away. That's what you have to do. Unfortunately,
obviously, Topeka High's they're not even in the bonus yet, so Washburn Rural has one more foul to give.
Unfortunately, this isn't NBA where you call a timeout and it gets advanced to half court, which would be nice regardless of what happens.
Here we go. McFadden to inbound it. He threw it away. Timeout, Washburn Rural. Oh, no. A huge miscue from Topeka High, and their players are really, they cannot believe it. McFadden, McCummins, that's just a big miscue, miscommunication. Yes. Washburn Rule's going to get a shot. They got 1.7 seconds. You have you have time for one dribble, too.
You have time, and honestly, I think they're going to add some clock on. They should. Yep. They add 0.3, which.
All right, so they had 2 seconds. It's going to be.
You have time. You don't. What I don't want to see is a forced three. Honestly, if you get it into the paint, you got time, but you just got to realize it's got to be quick. But you got to draw up your best play. Honestly, I would like to see a steal from John or Cooper on the block and a good shot off the glass. But
here we go. I think it's going to be a quick hitter.
Yep. It's going to be inbounded on the side so that it's not under the basket. So it's going to be close.
See who Coach Alex Hutchins has out there.
And if you don't get the ball and you still have a timeout that you can use.
2 seconds remain. Junior Blues trail by 1. Trying to avoid a season sweep on the hands of the Trojans. Zach Wright's going to inbound it for the Junior Blues. Here we go. Gives it up. Hoytel, his shot at the buzzer. No! And Topeka High survives. Wow.
And I don't mind that. I mean,
that was a great look.
Great lob. Just couldn't get it to fall, but.
Wow.
And another.
Washburn Rural drops another loss in the Centennial League, losing 55-56. They just got swept by Topeka High. That's just a really bad loss again, and that is going to. Washburn Rural is going to drop to 11-10.
And it seems
Topeka
like
High 12-11.
They might drop to the 8 seed. I don't know. We'll have to look, but just time and time again, we write the same narrative of close games, can't finish, but That one's a tough loss like any other game, but especially that one when you had it. But
another heartbreaker here in Washburn Rural. Junior Blues drop. Another conference game, 55-56, and a game, you know, it's not like they were just leading all game and they were surging for an easy win like games in the past. No, they came back and they contended, but it's just a loss that you just can't afford it at this time of the season.
Yeah, it was a back-and-forth game from the start, but back and forth. They kind of had the momentum going into the fourth, made some key shots. Elijah Guest had, 7, 8 threes. Unbelievable performance. And
yeah,
then
unbelievable performance.
And then just late in that game, just couldn't get it done. But got to give credit. Topeka High played good. Washburn Rural didn't play bad, but
right. And Washburn Rural, they had a lot of chances to win this game, and they just did not take them. And it's going to hurt. Hoytel had a great look. I thought that shot was going to fall.
Yep.
It looked like he had the great angle.
Yeah, it looked like he had the lucky bounce off the rim, but didn't get it to fall. But it is what it is.
Well, that's all we have here on Rural Broadcast. We appreciate you guys joining in, obviously showing us love on here on the YouTube stream, of course on Instagram, giving us a follow. That'd be always appreciated. I'm Peyton Goehring.
I'm Zack Schneider.
Signing off here. We'll see you shortly.